Hi, this is Simon Candy from Acoustic Guitar Lessons Online.net, and welcome to the first of a three-part video series I've created for you centered around soloing with pentatonic scale patterns on your guitar involving the use of open strings. Now, I'm sure you know of the pentatonic scale and we all use it to solo with, and it sounds great, but it also sounds very predictable. This approach, however, that I'm going to show you today is a very unpredictable sound in a good way, and it's easy to do, and it's going to open up all sorts of creative possibilities for your solo playing. So let's get straight to it. Okay, so let's start with the picking hand. Okay, so what we're going to be doing with the picking hand for our pentatonic approach here is applying what's known as a banjo roll. So a banjo roll pattern is the thumb, index, and middle fingers playing across, in that order, thumb, index, middle, across adjacent strings on your guitar. So when we ascend our scale, we're going to be using a forward banjo roll, and when we descend our scale, we're going to be using a backward banjo roll. So the forward banjo roll, if I apply that to the top three strings here, would have my thumb play 3, my index play 2, my middle play 1, and then we repeat that over and over. Okay, that's the forward banjo roll. Now we're not actually going to be doing banjo rolls here, we're just going to be utilizing the banjo roll pattern. So when we're ascending our scale, I'll play that forward roll across 6 strings, and I'm going to be playing in string sets of 3. I'm going to be playing 6, 5, 4, that's one forward banjo roll, then 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, and 1. So when I put all that together, now when we descend the pattern, we'll be doing the backward banjo roll. So that's just the forward roll, backward. So that would be the middle finger playing the top string, the index playing the second, and my thumb playing the third. That's a backward banjo roll, and we'll be playing that also in 3 sets, or 3 string groups of 3, if that makes sense. So we'll be playing 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and 6. So that's what we'll be doing when we're ascending and descending. So one more time, back to back, ascending and descending. Now, to discover more ways and learn more ways to create amazing sounds with open strings on your guitar, in addition to what we're going to be doing in this video series, don't forget to click on the link below in the description of this video and download my free ebook, Banjo Roll Patterns for Playing Fast on Your Guitar. Okay, so let's have a look at what the fretting hand's going to be doing for our pentatonic open string approach today. I'm going to be using pattern 3 in the key of E minor. So that starts on the 5th string, and I'll just play up and down that pattern. Okay, so pattern 3, E minor, but we're going to be playing it in a way that's very unique. Certainly not going to sound anything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this forward banjo roll and apply it to our pattern. And what we do is we start by playing the second note that falls on the bottom string of that pattern, the 6th string, with our thumb. Index plays the first note that falls on the 5th, and my middle finger plays the open 4th string. And that's one rotation of the forward banjo roll. Thumb, index, middle. Then I go to the next string, the 5th string, and I repeat that pattern. I play the second note on the 5th string with my thumb, first note on the 4th with my index, and then open 3rd string this time. Then I go to the 4th string, I play the second note of that string in the pattern with my thumb, first note that falls on the 3rd string with my index, and open 2nd string. And then finally, I play the second note that falls on the 3rd string in the pattern with my thumb, first note that falls on the 2nd string with my index, and open 1st. And I get to the top of the pattern. So when I put that together, we have this. Okay, so that's the forward banjo roll going across those groupings of the strings that we did earlier. Now coming back down the pattern, we just repeat that simply backward. So now it's going to be open 1st string with my middle finger, first note on the 2nd string with my index, thumb plays the second note on the 3rd string. So that's one rotation of the backward banjo roll. And then I just continue that down the pattern. So open 2nd, first note on the 3rd string, second note on the 4th string, open 4th, first note on the 4th string, second note on the 5th, and open 4th, first note on 5, second note on 6, playing the backward banjo roll pattern throughout. So that sounds like this. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing in today's lesson. Okay, so to allow for a smoother transition from ascending to descending our pattern using this approach, when we do the last banjo roll pattern, we're going to go as if we're going to do another banjo roll pattern. We're going to play the thumb with the second note on the second string, the index with the first note on the top string. However, of course, we're out of strings here, so we don't have an open string to play above the top string. So instead of that, the thumb will come back and play the second note of the pattern on the second string, which in this case is the 8th fret. So we get this little sequence of the 8th fret with the thumb, 5th fret, index, 8th fret with the thumb. So we do the last forward banjo roll, do that little addition, and then that will enable us to smoothly switch to descending the pattern. So let me demonstrate it for you, playing the whole pattern. Okay, so I'm going up with the forward roll, the little addition, coming back. Okay, makes things much smoother when you're going from ascending to descending. To learn more ways of creating really cool and unpredictable sounds in your guitar solo lines, don't forget to click the link in the description below this video and download my free ebook, Banjo Roll Patterns for Playing Fast on Your Guitar. Now here's the great part. We can do what we've done to pattern 3 here to any of the other pentatonic patterns in E minor. It will be exactly the same patterns in both hands. So I could do it with pattern 4. Okay, all I've got to make sure I do is follow the contour or the shape of that particular pattern. I could go to pattern 5. I could go to pattern 1. Okay, now what's interesting, as you move further up the fretboard, your fretted notes of course get higher. However, the open strings are constant, they don't change. So the distance between the fretted notes you play and the open string will vary depending where you are on the fretboard. If I'm up here, okay, the distance between those two, the open and the fretted note, is large. If I'm down here, it's much closer. So this is what adds to that unpredictable cool sound you get with this approach. Now, the consistency of what both hands are doing is what makes this easy too. So even if you haven't got the speed up yet, you're going to find it comes quite quickly with just a little practice, because your picking and fretting hands are doing the same thing throughout this approach. So let me demonstrate this being used across an E minor blues backing track, just so you can hear this idea starting to be applied in a more musical context. I hope you've enjoyed today's video on developing really cool solo lines using pentatonic patterns and open strings. For more really cool, unique and unpredictable ways of creating music on your guitar using open strings, don't forget to click the link below this video and download my free ebook, Banjo Roll Patterns for Playing Fast on Your Acoustic Guitar. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you receive regular notifications of upcoming videos, including the second video in the series on open strings and pentatonic scales, which will take this approach much further. And don't forget to visit my website, acousticguitarlessonsonline.net, where you'll find many resources on acoustic guitar. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.